Alrighty, so it is time to do the showcase for our boy Super ECA, Super JANEMBA here. Just as I mentioned in the previous video, a lot of these guys may or may not get underestimated. Maybe this guy got put into a pedestal that is very high because he's able to be like really good and a very solid slot 1 character, while in certain different scenarios, a lot of people, again, just constantly underestimating these guys. It's just not fun, right? So we're gonna be able to see it for our own very eyes how good this guy is. But first, we got a Super ECA him. So let's go ahead and do that for our boy Super JANEMBA. So he's in a couple of 200% leaders. I'm gonna test him out on the movie bosses team and see how that goes for us, because my boy JANEMBA can be looking really good. Alrighty, so fortunately we couldn't get him on slot 1. It always happens, man. Give me my unit on slot 1, please. Alright, I'm gonna try not to make this the Broly show, but yeah, this movie bosses team setup is just like very crazy at this point. So let's just go ahead and pop this. Alright, so let's go. We're just gonna have to push through this rotation because we have our boy JANEMBA put on slot 2. I don't know what it is, man. Keep getting bad rotation setups every single time, but it is what it is. Let me start. I'm starting to pre-record these, making sure that these are uploaded. There might be a chance or an instance that I miss out on a day or two for videos. We'll see. Hopefully that's not the case, because I would like to have these up and continue the streak. Been having a nice little streak of daily uploads. For the past month of January, we uploaded basically every single day, and of course on February I would like to keep the same streak, right? So just did the Super Gogeta showcase, and he looks to be very solid. A lot of people might be underestimating the boy just a tad bit. Alright, so now we got JANEMBA. As per usual, when it comes down to these like Super ECAs, we get updates to their passive skill, not anything else. It's interesting that JANEMBA here has he has 7 links, meanwhile Gogeta only has 6. It's interesting how they decided to do that back in the day. They just decided to give Gogeta just 6 links because he was too strong. Because if you guys recall, when this guy came out, he was basically the OP sweetheart of everything. You had him, you pull that Gogeta, you were able to take down absolutely everything. So I find it quite interesting that JANEMBA here has 7 links, and he came out at the same time as Gogeta, who only has 6. Alright, so best linking partners for him is the Tech JANEMBA. I also brought Hirudegarn in here. Did I not bring? No, I didn't bring Hirudegarn. I could have actually brought Hirudegarn in here because he links pretty well with Hirudegarn. I'm not gonna go back. Let's see how it goes, and we'll proceed if we need to like change team builds and stuff like that. So JANEMBA, we're basically getting some similarities with Gogeta in terms of, you know, passive. So he gets Ki +2, attack and defense plus 200%, and he guards all attacks. And he also has a 50% chance to dodge here. Again, he has the special equipment here, so that's why I gave him. Before attacking, he gets an additional 20% chance to dodge, which again, add that to the chances of dodging that he's already getting on his intro. Well, not on his intro, like his basic effects, right? So on his basic effects, it's just telling you that he is already getting a 50% chance to dodge. Before attacking, he gets an additional chance to dodge as well. Then, when the character is the first or third to obtain Ki Spheres in a turn, he gets an additional chance of evading enemies' attack plus 20%, and he's providing support to the allies, Ki +2 and defense plus 40%. So, in comparison to Gogeta, where he's providing attack support, JANEMBA is providing defensive support, which is very nice. Again, now he will have a 90% chance to dodge on slot 1, which is ridiculous. And for every attack that he dodges, he's getting attack plus 50% up to 200%, so he needs to dodge at least 4 attacks in order for him to get that active there. Then after he dodges, he's launching an additional super attack for 4 turns, which is crazy. That's really good. This is my first time reading their kits, by the way. It's the same thing with Gogeta. I'm reading their kits for the first time right now. That looks really crazy. When there's a superclass enemy, which again we're fighting in a superclass event, he's getting 200% defense, and attacks are effective against all types. And if we're fighting an extreme class enemy, we're getting an additional defense plus 100% and a great chance of attacks being effective against all types. So, alright, JANEMBA, show us. Show me what you got, buddy. Let's see his defense here. It's at 557. Keep in mind that he's getting that domain support here, so that's pretty good. All right, we're not gonna get touched basically. So those 2 attacks. Yep, there you go. Yeah, 9.5 million. Then there's the additional super because we got the dodge. It's perfect. Oh, we didn't get that dodge from Goten. He was stunned. Okay. So, but technically speaking, like we could have dodged that attack as well. We could have built up on the attack portion of it, but on these types of fights, you can stun the enemy. So, there's that instance, right? So let's just go ahead and get Broly out here. Okay, again, I don't want to make this the Broly showcase, but we can be able to speed it up and make sure that we are fighting maybe Gohan, who has a bit more HP and is not able to get stunned on these fights, and we should be golden. We should be set up pretty well. So yeah, a lot of people were underestimating the Gogeta portion of it, but JANEMBA, of course, people were glazing him, people were adoring the boy, because JANEMBA is very solid, I will say that. He's guarding guaranteed. 32. He's guarding guaranteed. He's providing defensive support, which is nice. That's very helpful, basically. Just having that defensive support is very nice. And of course, if we're fighting an extreme class enemy, if we're fighting a super class enemy, sorry, we're getting more defense for our boy JANEMBA here, which is very beneficial for him. So, is JANEMBA... Oh my god. Now I'm confused. Has a very low attack. Yeah, no, JANEMBA's not on the leader skill. Okay. I made a boo-boo. I made a boo-boo again. I made a oopsie. Or maybe that's a very slow attack stand. Let me see JANEMBA. Physical JANEMBA, because we have a double int Broly lead. I wanted to run movie bosses, but yeah, this is basically the setup that we have. So, alright, we need 2 more dodges for JANEMBA. No, we need 3. 3 more dodges for JANEMBA so he can be fully built up there. Let me see physical JANEMBA. Okay, he is on uncontrollable power. Okay, 11.6 million. Yeah, okay, no, so that was just a bad turn by JANEMBA. There's the additional super attack there. So that physical JANEMBA did not get like the stats that he needed to get. Like, I feel like that was the first turn. Didn't get the best links active because we are under his 200%, which is Broly, but it's weird that we didn't get a good look at that. So all right. Alright, we can get the other domains up. Again, I don't want to make this the Broly showcase, but we might go a little bit too crazy with these guys and not be able to see JANEMBA in his full splendor. But yeah, let me... Do I use that? My god. It's gotta be awkward, but I might as well just use it, right? Yeah, let's just play it. Maybe we can speed it up. This is just gonna be a nasty turn.
どこへ行くんだ? お前と一緒に避難する準備だ。一人用のポットでか。
Alright, I mean, might as well complete the trifecta, right? That's not how I wanted the showcase to go, but when we have a turn like this, let's just go crazy here. So JANEMBA would make a great addition to the movie bosses team. That's all I can say. This movie bosses team is just very broken at this point. With all the Brolys, like Lord Slug is in there too. Let me actually see JANEMBA. I think he also has Lord Slug as his 200%, right? No, he doesn't. Okay. So, like, movie bosses is just lethal at this point. And add JANEMBA into the mix, where he is a, like, he is your slot 1 unit. Granted, you will have scenarios where if you go fight, let's say, Goku and Frieza, and you have a setup where just they are not gonna let you do anything. They, you know, Frieza and 17, they don't let you dodge, so he could be in a very bad spot if you put him in there. So, all right. So we have the same name here, so unfortunately we're not gonna be able to link up pretty well. But we got plenty of attacks here coming through. 454k defense. Let's go ahead and give him the additional support here. So this guy doesn't need to go as crazy as Gogeta, where he needs to collect like a lot of rainbow key spheres. Just able to collect simple key spheres here and there, and he will be pretty fine. So there we go. We're getting the additional buffs there. Now he should be fully built up in terms of attack buffs there. 15.2. But yeah, the attack stats are not going to be super duper impressive, but this, like, you have him as a slot 1 character, man. Okay. Really? We didn't dodge those? Well, it's before attacking, so basically it just goes under like 70% chance to dodge now. But okay. It was I wouldn't say demotivating, but a little bit of a, what can I say, just a boner killer. Because we want the dodges. We want to see the dodges, man. Oh. But yeah. Let me, I guess we can keep going. We'll do like a solid 20 minutes of the showcase, but there's basically nothing else to show here. I'm trying to speed it up as well because I need to record some more videos. My voice is almost gone. That's another thing. But in addition to that, that's basically what JANEMBA is capable of doing, right? We'll be able to see a lot more. Sorry, I had to pause there. Had to cough. But he's basically your slot 1 unit. Like, he's able to dodge. He's gonna be very, like, solid defensively. He's providing support. He's gonna be good, chat. Again, if you put him up against, like, those types of fights where you go and you can't dodge on those, then yeah, it could be a problem. You could be able to see that. Well, we got an issue there where we can't be able to utilize JANEMBA to his full capability because he can't dodge, but yeah, JANEMBA looks very solid. Depending on where you put him, maybe on slot 1, maybe on slot 3, he is still providing that support regardless. There you go. We're gonna get the end there. Yeah, there you go. Nice. I don't know if there's anything else to show. Again, he's gonna be attacks effective. He's gonna be effective against all types if we're fighting a super class enemy, which we are. This team has just so many options now that you can go crazy with like the team setups that you can do with movie bosses. Have like, we're just speed running this event, so, and that's all thanks to like JANEMBA, like the entirety of the team is just so good. So I wish I could have run Hirudegarn, because that way we could have gotten some extra links, because we can get stuff like brutal beatdown, big bad bosses, you know, some of these links that you're not gonna be able to see with like the Broly's and things like that, because for some reason Broly doesn't have big bad bosses. But yeah, I think that this team setup is really, really good. Feel as though that they can put on a show, basically. So I would say that this was a good showcase. I don't, man, I don't know. I'm not putting a lot of commentary onto these, but he's a very solid, like, slot 1 unit, if in any case you have the ability to dodge, because if you lose that, then JANEMBA is just like, he has the guard. He doesn't have damage reduction, right? No, he doesn't. So he has some raw defensive stats, and just like the standard guard, but he won't be able to save you. Like if you're fighting up against Freeze and 17 or these faces that you're not allowed to dodge, that can be a problem, right? And yeah, that's why we put him on slot 1. Yep, you're not touching him. 90% chance to dodge before attacking. That's very solid. All right, chat. I think that about wraps up the video. It's just very simple, but it's very solid as well. Like, very small additions can make or break the team setup, and JANEMBA having that capability of providing support, just being a slot 1 character where he can be able to dodge most of these attacks, if not all of these attacks. It just makes him very, very, very strong. So yeah, that setup as well, where after he dodges, he's able to launch an additional super attack for 4 turns, is pretty incredible too. That's pretty high. So he's basically gonna be double supering all the time. So yeah, let's see. But yeah, this team, I don't know. This team has a lot of like powerful units in here. And maybe you'll be like, maybe we don't need it, but it's good to have. But I mean, I wouldn't say that is like a bad unit in this team, because he is very good. I'd say that there are some like some characters here that we might not need, and this particular unit is making it so that you have that slot 1 character. Maybe you don't want to run Beerus. Maybe instead of Beerus you run Hirudeon, so that he can link up pretty well with this JANEMBA, and that way they can have a little bit of synergy. You know, after, you know, when we get that tech Super JANEMBA, like tech JANEMBA that transforms into Super JANEMBA EZA, that's gonna be very nice. So we can run them on the team, and they can link up pretty well together. That'll be it. That'll be the solid team build for him. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about our boy Super JANEMBA. Very solid. I wish I could be able to provide more commentary on this guy. I mean, he's very good, but he's just gonna be your slot 1 character. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.